Pause this video at any time. Need to take an action.
Now we're going to use File Explorer to find the files that we have downloaded into the Biz on a Stick folder. So again, you want to open your File Explorer here. You want to come down on this right-hand bar and find where the C drive is. Click on the C drive, and we find the Biz on a Stick folder that we made earlier. You want to double click on the icon. Don't double click over here, because if you're too slow, it will open it up and to change the name. We don't want to do that. So always double click on the icon. We double click here, and then it will open up our file folder. We will find in here where we downloaded the download package for the link and password file. Then we will double click on the link and password file, and that will open it in Windows Notepad. Inside Notepad, then we will find the password, and then we will find the link for the download link. Although the instructions of this files will work, they are outdated. Use the ones on the website and in this video. Now we're going to copy the password and the download link into the Windows 10 clipboard to use to paste in at a later point. Remember to pause the video at any time you need to in order to perform the actions recommended. So finding the password in my file, I'm going to put my cursor right here at the end. I'm going to hold down the left mouse button and drag across. Okay. Now I can copy this either by right-clicking and go down here to copy, or I can come up here to the edit button and choose copy, or I can hold down the Control and the C key at the same time, and that too will copy it. Okay, so now that I've done that, I want to do the same thing with the download link, so I'm going to click at the end here. I'm going to drag across to the beginning, so I have the whole thing, and I'm going to copy it the same way. Pause now in order to perform these steps. In File Explorer, open the C drive BizStick folder, double-click on the link and password file to open it in Notepad, and copy both the password and the link into the Windows clipboard. So pause now. Now both of these are in the Windows clipboard, and the way I can tell this, I will hold down the Windows key and the V key at the same time, and that will bring up the Windows clipboard, and you'll see that the password and the link is in here. I just happened to have copied the link twice. Now pause your video and check to see that you have copied these into your Windows clipboard by pressing the Windows V key and checking that they're there. And then when you're sure of that, then press the Escape key, and that will close the Windows clipboard window. Now you're going to open your browser. Make sure you're in a new tab. Click in the address line. Hold down the Windows and the V key so the Windows clipboard comes up. We're going to take the link that we copied in a moment ago, and we'll click on that, and it's going to paste that link in. Press enter, and it's going to bring up our file for download. You'll come over here to the download button, click on the download button. Then it will come up with a window that says that the file is too large to be virus scanned. It's already been virus scanned before it was put up there, but this is just a notification from Google Drive. It'll download anyway, and then it'll come up and ask you where you want to put it to. And of course, you're going to go to the C drive, You're going to go to your Biz on a Stick folder and double click on it. Now click on the Save button to save it to this folder. It'll take a little while for it to download, depending on the speed of your internet. You will want to pause now and do these actions. If your file is not there or it didn't ask you, you didn't set your browser to ask you where to download to, as is one of the pre-install instruction videos. So you skip that step, so now you've got to go find your file and download and copy it into the Biz on a Stick folder. Now let's pause so that we can perform these steps in a new browser tab. Paste into the address line the download link address by using the Win key plus the V key, then press Enter. The download button will load. Click on it. It will begin to download and save to the C drive Biz on a Stick folder. Pause now. So back in the Biz on a Stick folder, we'll find the file that we just downloaded. It's an exe, and we're going to double click on it in order to extract it. Where do we want to extract to? We're going to extract to the Biz on a Stick folder. So click Extract. It will come up and ask for the password. We're going to click in that field and do the Windows V key to bring up our Windows clipboard. We'll find the password here. We'll pass that in. You can double check by looking at it if you want. And then when the password is there, you will click OK, and it will start to extract the files. If when finished, the extraction says that there were errors, or if you did not notice that, if when you open the PZip portable file, there is no exe in here, then you probably put in the wrong password. You need to double check your password and try it again. So if we had used the correct password, this is what we should have seen in the extraction process with no errors, and when it completed, then it will close itself and we're back into the file folder. These are the files that you should see there. Don't worry about the README first. It's been updated and is in these new instructions. You want to pause now in order to extract the install package. So find the install exe package, double click on the exe package. It'll ask you where to extract to. You want to extract to the Biz on a Stick folder. Now you will use the Windows clipboard, that's the Windows key with V at the same time, and paste in the password. Click to extract, then check for no extraction errors after it's extracted. Pause now to perform these steps. Again, the README first is outdated, so don't worry about it. In order to complete our install, we're going to need PZip Portable, and so you'll find the PZip Portable folder and double click on it to open it. This will open the PZip Portable folder. Inside we'll find PZip Portable application. Double click on the application, which once it is open, it will have the PZip Portable window, which looks much like a file explorer. You will pause now to complete these steps. Again, the README first is outdated, so don't worry about it. Double click on the PZip folder in order to open it. Double click on PZip exe in order to open it. The PZip window looks and acts much like File Explorer. Now pause the video and do these steps. Here is the PZip window. You want to go to the C drive and double click on it, and then inside the C drive you will find the Biz on a Stick folder. Now double click on the Biz on a Stick folder. Inside the Biz on a Stick folder you will find the 7Z file. It has a box on front of it on the icon, so you'll know which one it is. Now be sure you only click one time on it to highlight it. Go up to the extract, right to the right-hand side, there's a downward caret, click on that, and go down to extract all here, and click on that. The password box will now come up. If you want to show the password, you can click on that. Otherwise, using Windows and the V key, you're going to paste in the password like we've done before, and then clicking on the OK button, it will begin the extraction of the full program files. Let's pause in order to do these steps. In the PZip window, open the C drive BizStick folder. Click one time on the 7Z file so it highlights it. In the extract drop-down, select extract all to here. Use Win key plus V key to paste the password into the password dialog box, and then press OK to extract. Pause now. All right, now we are all but finished. We're back into the C drive on the BIZONASTICK folder where we've extracted all of the files. The program is now installed. We just want to get a shortcut. So right here, we're going to find the Start exe. We're going to right click on it. We're going to go up to Pin on Taskbar. That will recreate this icon here. Now remember that the first time in, it's going to take longer because it's got to build all of its files as we go in our indexes. And so it'll take a little bit longer the first time in. So now that the install is done, we're going to click on the Start Portable. And when you do that, often the first time in, you'll receive a couple of messages. The first one will tell you that the INI file has changed, and you can go ahead and just click OK past that one. And then that will only happen once. And then you will get this update messenger. You can always cancel on it. Be sure and cancel now. You can update it later if you want, but it wants to update some of the files that we provided for you. And so don't do that at this point. You can do it later on your own time, so go ahead and choose cancel at this point. And now here is your menu system. The most popular items are here at the top. And down here is the applications that are not available to run on Windows 10. So if you've made yourself a BizStick, you can run this in a non-Windows 10 computer. And down here are the rest of the Windows 10 applications on the bottom here. So they're all right here. But the most popular ones, again, are here above this line. Be sure and watch the trainings on the bridge. The bridge will allow you to take information out of the software packages and put it into Corel Paint Shop and be able to build much nicer and advanced products, which we'll do training on later. So for right now, we're going to open our first application. When you open the last names, it does take quite a long time to build its indexes. It's such a large database. Don't double click on it several times. You don't want to have it opening twice. On some slower machines, it can even take up to 4 minutes. So we're going to open the first names now. We'll click on it, and you'll note that right here we have a little message come up that it's launching. When you've done that, you know you've clicked on it properly, and give it its time. It's going to open. There's the last name almanac, or excuse me, first name almanac, and here's our menu system. All of your manuals are found right here under Help, and so you can find the manuals here. A quick start guide is right there, and so you can find your quick start guide. This is also covered under Finding Your Manuals, and so you've got a table of contents here for your menu or your manuals, and then you can go in and you can do also searches. Now, anything below this line, don't do any of these. In fact, don't do the search online here. So you don't want to do any of these here, these last bottom ones, because since Kirkpatrick's websites are closed, there's nothing there, and you don't want to damage your site or lock it up. Okay, also over here under special, you can set your count. If you're doing a special event where you want to know how many you've sold at that event, or be able to compare your daily totals against how much was actually printed, so you know that your employees are being honest with you. And when you set the password for that, you want to be sure and do it yourself. Don't let one of your team do it. You set this password yourself. And then finally down here at the bottom, you've got your dealer information, on which you can put in any information you want, your name, your phone number. You can decide what size. This prints at the bottom of certificate that you sell, so that whoever receives this can make a reorder from you. So you want to fill that out. And then again, under a special here, do not click on this BIZONASTICK portable edition. There again, it goes to a location that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so now you're into the software. If you need to learn how to use it, watch some of the other videos or go through here in the manuals. Basically though, we'll click on the main product here. We're going to type in a name here. We'll do the gender. We can do search. You'll go to the next box, choose the art print that you want. Go to the next box. You can preview it so you know if it's laid out properly. If it's not laid out the way you want, again, there are videos that will teach you how to do this. If you ever get this message here, it normally only comes up when you have left it idle, like we did a moment ago for quite a while. This doesn't do anything. It's just trying to save itself to the hard drive, and your virus checker doesn't want it to do it. So now that we're done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose quit here. When all of your applications are closed, you can come down here to the bottom and you can close out of the control module. And there you are. Your system's all installed and running properly for you.